Hi Gemini, this reading is most likely for you if you are secretly in love with or have a crush on someone and would like to know how they feel about you. I'll do two spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll try to see if they feel the same way about you or what else is going on there. Then, if the feelings are mutual. In the second spread, we'll look at the potential between you and this person, or if their heart is with someone else. In the second spread, we'll see a new person, new love coming towards you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright, Gemini, let's see what's going on here. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands. We have Judgment. We have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Page of Wands. And we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. As a matter of fact, this is somebody from your past, Gemini. This is. And the two of you are not together right now, and you'll be hearing from this person. You will be. So perhaps the two of you broke up, but you still have feelings for this individual, and you're wondering how they feel about you. You'll be hearing from this person in the very near future. And I can tell you right away, the reason why the two of you broke up, perhaps this person was a player, or they were all over the place. They were a social butterfly, they were flirting with other people, or they were like missing. they would go missing for a few hours here and there, and perhaps that's why they were like inconsistent in and out of your life. And perhaps that's why the two of you are no longer together, because you didn't want to deal with someone like that. What I can tell you is that this person is coming back, right? If you were dealing with someone like that, they're coming back, okay? We start with the Five of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but the Knight of Wands is a very inconsistent energy. It's pretty much everything I just described. Right? Somebody who is in and out, hot and cold, somebody who is a playboy, playgirl, somebody who is all over the place, going places, going to parties, flirting with people, that type of energy. And from what I see here is that they regret it. They regret being that way. Perhaps they were like very immature. Right? The Five of Cups is a card of grief and regret. And I think this is their energy. This is them regretting not getting serious with you, from what I see so far. But what throws me off a little bit, is that they're coming back with the Page of Wands and the Fool energies. Right? Those are questionable energies, unless you're dealing with an Aries, right? The Fool is an Aries major arcana card, but at the same time, the Fool could be a card of second chances. You know, with the Fool card, they may ask you, you know what, let's forget what happened between the two of us, let's wipe the slate clean and start again, try again. That could be the Fool energy, but at the same time, the Fool could also be a card of, hey, let's just hang out, hey, let's just go to this party. You know, that doesn't have to be a serious energy. And they're also coming in with that Page of Wands clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune could be interpreted as multiple zodiac signs. One of them is a Sagittarius, and that's how I usually interpret it, as a Sagittarius, because we have Jupiter in there. But at the same time, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is a restart of a cycle. Since this is somebody from your past, this is a restart of a cycle. The Page of Wands, if this person is a fire sign, it's just maybe a message from a fire sign. But at the same time, again, on the flip side, the Page of Wands is not the very serious energy. It's like, hey, what you've been up to, hey, let's hang out, hey, this and that. You know, the Judgment card in the middle is a card of somebody coming back from the past, by the way. So that's what I see so far. This is somebody from your past. They were kind of a player, hot and cold, that type of an energy, and they're coming back. You're going to be hearing from them. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at the potential between you and this person real quick. So here's the potential spread between you and the person we saw in the previous spread, Gemini. We have the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Well, here's what we're going to do, Gemini. In the introduction to this reading, I said we'll have two spreads, but I'm changing my mind because we'll have three spreads, because I can't leave you like this. I just can't. This spread is a breakup, like an ugly breakup. Okay? At some point down the road, even if you give this person a second chance, it will all go down the drain again. All right? Or you may reject them right away. You may reject them, right? Because the Four of Cups in the middle is a card of a rejection. The Five of Swords right next to the deck is a card of an ugly breakup. like a major fight. It's a card of when people slam the door on the way out or slam the door into another person's face. Okay, so it could be happening right now or at some point in the future. It will all eventually get to that point, the Five of Swords point. Okay, and then we also have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It could be a card of a crossroads. So you're at the crossroads right now, or when this person shows back up. But it could also be a card of somebody who remains closed off. So you can give it a shot and see what happens, Gemini. But from what I see so far, it's a no-go. There is no major kind of cards on the table, but you know, up to you, but I don't see a point in resurrecting that, to be honest with you, Gemini. So I'm going to do a third spread anyway. Let's take a look. So here's the last spread, Gemini. We have the Five of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Six of Swords. Then we have the Sun clarified by the Emperor. And we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You know what, Gemini? This spread blew my mind. I just sat here in awe for a few seconds, right? Let's address a couple of obvious things, right? We start with the Five of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. Remember that Five of Swords in the previous spread? It showed up here again. This is a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads, right? So this Five of Swords is sort of like a spillover or a leftover from the first spread, or from the previous spread. Right, and it's clarified by the Eight of Cups. In both of those two cards are like walking away, breaking up. For some of you, Gemini, and come on, be honest with you could already be talking to somebody else. All right, and if that's the case, then the new person, not the player from the past, the new person could be your future husband or wife, like literally husband or wife. Right? For others of you, if you decide to reject that player, then the next person could be your husband or wife. If you're not talking to somebody, there is such a much better person coming into your life, like any second now. Any second, alright? So yeah, the Emperor and the Empress. Alright, the Emperor and the Empress is the second office. Even though one of them is on the bottom of the deck and the other one is a clarifier of the Sun, these are husband and wife, divine counterpartners. The Emperor and the Empress are above all kings and queens. Alright, there's nothing wrong with kings or queens, but this is a way of the universe to say, yes, this is somebody you could be spending the rest of your life with. Alright, and the Emperor is clarifying the Sun. The Sun is a major arcana card, just like the Emperor and the Empress, and the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's also a card of clarity, so this is like, it's going to be crystal clear to you that those two people, the player from the past and the new person or newer-ish person, this is like night and day. Alright, in the middle right there we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, this is you moving on from the player towards the bright future with either the Emperor or the Empress. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. It's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. For some of you, the Nine of Cups is some kind of a party that could be taking place in the near future, right? Because in some tarot decks in the Nine of Cups, people are sitting around and celebrating. In some other tarot decks in the Nine of Cups, people are sitting around the table and enjoying a meal and also celebrating. But it is a card of a wish come true. It's going to become apparent to you, if it hasn't already, that this new person is the real deal. Real deal. Unlike that other person we saw in the previous two spreads. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this blew my mind. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for you, Gemini. I'm so glad I did 3 spreads for you. I'm so glad I did. But yeah, if this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Gemini, have an amazing the rest of February.